Alright guys, our hymn lesson for today is Living for Jesus, a great hymn. And hymns, again, are great for sight reading. Even if you're not interested in the spiritual aspect of it, the notes, the musical value is immense that you can get from these as far as sight reading goes. Okay? So they're very useful for that. But anyway, let's listen to this hymn here. Living for Jesus, a life that is true, striving to please Him in all that I do. Okay. Hello, I'm Shawn. Welcome to my sight reading lessons for ShawnCheek.com. Right now, I have 132 sight reading lessons on the website for a beginner all the way through late intermediate. And these hymn lessons are something that I'm adding as well for sight reading. We're learning how to sight read music here, to read it faster, to read it better. If you are not a good reader and you're trying to do this, you need to do my beginner lessons first on ShawnCheek.com first, and then graduate up to this. If this is at all hard for you, okay? Because I'm going to assume that you can read some music already and that you're not having to count up and you don't know what the notes are and you have to figure them out. You should already know what they are if you're doing this hymn here. There's flashcards and stuff on my website that you can download PDFs of all the lessons, okay, so that you can practice flashcards and so forth. Anyway, we're in 4/4 time, okay? That's easy enough. Where, quarter note gets the count, and 4 beats per measure. That's common time. We have one flat in the key signature that you can't see really well because I'm zoomed in, but that means all B's are going to be flat automatically, okay? The key of F. So all B's are flat automatically. And let's get going. We're going to start with the left hand because most of you struggle with left hand. So I like to attack the left hand first. So we quit faking it and we finally learn the notes and play our left hand right. So the F and the C are to start with. I'm going to use 5 and 2. You don't have to use my fingerings. They're just suggestions, but I try to give them to you when I can. F and C together. Then I'm going to go up to my thumb on the D, back to C. Make sure you download the PDF on the site so you have your own copy to look at. I used an old copyright expired 1800 something hymn. These are all public domain hymns. C, D, C, and then we're going to go C octave again, and then back to F and C. And then we're going to have a B flat octave. Remember, B's are automatically flat, so 2 B flat octaves, and then B flat and F, and then an F. 2 stems on it because the bass and the tenor are singing that F. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a funny looking rest sign. That's how some publishers would make them look way back. So that's just a quarter rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to go C octave, and then B flat on the top with the C on the bass. When you're sight reading, notice how the bottom, notice when you have some notes that are the same. When you go from a chord to a chord or whatever, notice the notes that are the same. That will give you an anchor to see what's changing around it. Okay? So C, B flat, C, and then I'm going to go F and B flat for a fourth with 5 and 2, and then F and A with 3 and 5, 3 and 5 one more time. G, and then G and B natural. Now, the natural sign is an accidental because it would have been flat. The B would, but it's B natural, and then G, B natural again, and then a C. Now what you should be doing when you practice this, you should be trying it first before you watch me tell you what all the notes are. You get them, you figure them out, and you play them, and then look at me and see if you got them right. Oh, okay. Don't just copy me, then we're defeating our purpose. You try it first, okay? You got to cooperate with me. It's not enough just to watch the videos. You got to do what I say in the videos. And that is you try each measure by itself first. Don't worry about rhythms yet. Just get the dots, hit the notes, and then we'll put rhythms in there. But if you know what the notes are and you're getting them, we'll fix the rhythm. All right. The rhythm is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. See how the half notes get 2 counts, right? Quarter notes get 1. You should really know that by now at this point, if you're following all my lessons. Dotted half note gets 3, 1, 2, 3. A dot next to a note, you give half its value to itself. It already gets 2 because it's a half note. Well, half its value is 1. Half of 2 is 1. So the 2 plus the 1 is 3. That's how you get 3 counts for a dotted half. Alright, there's the math behind it, or you can just remember that a dotted half note gets 3. Right hand. Now what did I say? Notice the notes that are the same. Look at that. Look at the F's. So let that be our anchor, and then we look at the top. F and A, F and B flat, F and A, I'm going 1-3 to 1-4, living for G. And on G, I'm going to do E and C with my 1 and 5, and then E and G with 1 and 2, and then 1 and 3 with E flat and A. That's a tritone. That means it's going to sound weird. But if you do this, then it fits right in, but all by itself, it's kind of weird. Okay, and then we're going to go to D and B flat with 1 and 4. Notice the E stayed the same and then change to E flat. Now the D stays the same and it's going to change to D flat. Right there it's D and F with 1 and 2, and then I'm going to do another tritone with D flat and G with, I don't know, 1 and 4, and then C and A with 1 and 5. Now, striving to, look at the E's on the bottom that stay the same. 2 on E, 5 on A, G, A. Now I change to C's for the alto. So 1 and 5, C and G, C and F, C and E, nice, him, and all. Now all is going to be B natural and D. The B's natural, that's an accidental here. F and A, reach up with 3 and 5, all that, I. Now on I, we have a D sharp and a G. Okay, so that gives us an augmented chord, G, B, D sharp. That's weird. Oh, you know, usually you see G, B, D, and then you sharp the D. It gives us an augmented chord. And then E and G for 3 counts, 1, 2, 3 on there. All right, we put our hands together. I'm going to put hands together for you really slow. Ready, go. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed my chord. Still B natural. I'm sorry about that. 1, 2, 3. Rest. I was so interested in conducting, I missed my B natural. Anyway, so what we're going to do as well is I'm going to show you how to add notes. My 3-step process. I'm starting to put a 4th step on there, but mainly a 3-step process to adding notes to any hymn, 4-part hymn, to make it sound full, and you can play it in church for congregation and it sounds good. Instead of this little 4 notes, we add and make it bigger. Okay, it's my 3-step process, and I'm starting to add a 4th one. If you're on my website, you'll see these hymns added, and you'll start to be able to add the notes to it. So I hope you enjoy it, and I can only put the part 1 on here. Part 2 will finish the 4-part harmony. Part 3, I'll show you how to add notes to this great hymn. Talk to you guys later.